It's your girl, MsPaigeAlexia. If this is your first time here, my name is Paige, but here on YouTube and my other social media sites, I go by MsPaigeAlexia. If this is your first time seeing my videos, just know I do a little sprinkle of everything. I like to say that I am using my platform to help you expand in your creative, professional, and intimate lives. So if that interests you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tune into my videos. Even watch some old ones, girl. It ain't that many, but we're going to pick up this YouTube train again, hopefully, and be more consistent. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. So first things first, before we get into the makeup look, we are going to move this hair out of the way because of course we don't want to get any makeup on it. I did my nails today. They are so stinking cute. I feel like my background is like making it hard to see, but they are so pretty and I don't want them to get caught on my hair, but I feel like it's going to happen anyway. But if you're interested in these nails, they're on my Amazon storefront. Yes, I got these from Amazon. Chef kiss. They are so fire. So if you're interested in these nails, I'll link them down below. But I'm going to have to take my time so that I don't mess up my nails. And your girl ain't been on YouTube in a really long time, but we ain't going to talk about that. We're going to act like I've been posting every single week for the past year, even though I haven't. Today we're going to be doing a very summery look. We're going to do some yellows, pinks, and orange. Right now I'm just going in with my e.l.f. grip primer. I feel like I could not get that out. So I'm using this as my primer for my face today. And we're just going to chit chat and catch up. It's been a minute since I posted here on the tube, and I was just inspired to do a makeup look that included like pinks and yellows, and I bought a new face powder by One Size, which is the ultra pink, and I was like, oh, I just want to use that so bad. So I was like, I just want to mix up some colors and do a makeup look so that way I can try out the products. So next we're going to go in with this Premis Libre Givenchy loose powder. So I use this powder to put on underneath my foundation just to take away all the oil, and it makes my makeup last all day, which is good for the summertime because like when you sweat, when it's hot, you just want something that's going to make your makeup last. So I just take a brush and I will dab in just a little bit, knock off the excess, and then just put it on underneath. If you're not trying to break the bank with this Givenchy Premis Libre Givenchy loose powder, okay, I would recommend this Maybelline Fit Me one in the color 35 Deep. I love both of these. I also love the Laura Mercier loose powder to put on underneath my makeup and to set on top, but these are what I have right now. But if you want something a little bit more inexpensive than the Givenchy and the Laura Mercier, I would suggest this one. So I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Brow Freeze. It's like a gel that you use to just make sure that your eyebrows are set in place in a certain shape or a certain way, whatever you like. So I'm going to use this to set my brows and because I want them to look kind of full, and I don't get my brows done like, I get them done like 3-4 times out the year. I just like them to be really full and really thick, and I do get them threaded. So every time I get them threaded, I let them grow out a lot because I just want them to remain full and remain thick. So I don't want to get them done too many times and they start to thin out. So I called this year, well, this year, but this summer as well, my summer of self. I love that. Is that rain? Yeah, I said that this summer is my summer of self. I feel like I just want to do things selfishly. I think that being selfish can kind of have a negative connotation and a negative definition, but I just feel like sometimes you just have to take time for yourself, by yourself, with yourself, and plan for you, because you can get super distracted just by things that you want to do in life. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying your life and having fun and, you know, doing things that bring you excitement and bring you joy. But when you have certain goals that you want to reach, sometimes it requires for you to be disciplined and not to engage in a lot of festivities, activities, people, things, lifestyles. Like, you have to say no and break bad habits that don't require you to be or don't help you to be disciplined in achieving your goals. And I feel like I have, kind of slacked off in that area of focusing on myself, doing things for me, and not totally putting 100% into the things that I know that I want in this lifetime. And I pray about them, I journal them, I manifest them, and it's just like I'm doing all those things, but I'm not doing my part in meeting my goals and meeting my prayers and my manifestations halfway. And that's on me. That's my fault. And now that I'm realizing that and I'm understanding that it's time for me to kind of, check myself, reality check on Paige, to just get it together. So I feel like the most time to be disciplined is in the summer, because like that's when you have the most fun. And if I can just reel it back for a little bit and invest in me during those times, then I can do it continuously throughout the next few months of this year and in the years to come. For my summer of self journey, I came up with like 5 different things that I want to commit to, so that way I can just know that I am on track and I'm staying disciplined and I'm being mindful of what I am doing and what I'm not doing, just to help me stay committed to these goals, because they are super important to me, just like anybody's goals should be important. And I just feel like if I have a list of what I want to stick to, everything that I have to do will align with those 5 things. It's the thunder for me. Okay, she's not a paid actor or actress. I didn't hire it to happen today. We're going to use this Born This Way Multi-Use Concealer by Too Faced, and we're going to use this to clean up the bottom of my brows and use it as a base for my eyeshadow. So if you don't know, I do have a brand. It's the MsPaigeAlexia brand, of course. So my brand is just based off of me building a platform where I help men and women, or however you identify, to help them just expand in what I call their creative, intimate, and professional lives. So to me, that means using my platform to just help people find resources that helps them develop and expand in their creativity, whether that's through business, through their personal life, of just figuring out how to have more fun in certain areas, meaning like lifestyle content. Also helping people just have better fashion clothing options when they're shopping, options when they are looking for makeup. Back to like fashion, I love clothes. I love to dress up and look nice. Online shop in person. So just helping people figure out how to expand their closet, make their closets more versatile, more different and daring, while just not breaking the bank, because I've always felt like I've dressed very fun and unique and different, and I've never spent like thousands and thousands of dollars on specifically like one piece. Like I've shopped so much on online stores and in person that I feel like I have the information to share, so that way people have access to just better clothing but for a cheaper price. And also expanding in people's professional lives. I have had a business. This is not what I want. I started my business back in like 2015. I loved having a business. My business is called and was called Powder and Pose. I haven't really done too much with it since COVID. I did take a hit in my business when COVID came. I think a lot of entrepreneurs and businesses did. And then there were some businesses that built and thrived during COVID. But I was actually a business that took a loss, and I had to just kind of shut down for a bit. So I just kind of took a halt on my business, and I wasn't really getting sales either, which was not bad, because I felt like there was so much that I needed to do in my business and to help it grow. I felt like I kept refreshing my business and trying to like start over, but I feel like I just really needed something building from the ground up. Like the foundation was solid, but that doesn't mean you can't build a new foundation or build something more stable, so that way your business can grow outside of just like when things happen in the world, you have something else to fall back on and things like that. So that was very important for me, just building my business. But I feel like I had a lot of distractions before, and I allowed those distractions to come in. So I just didn't excel in my business the way that I wanted to and the way that I could, because I wasn't as focused on it. And I knew that I needed to be more focused, but I didn't become more focused. So that's number one, of just focusing more on my business and my brand, doing more things dedicated to my entrepreneurship goals and my entrepreneurship journey, because I know eventually I would love to be a full-time entrepreneur. So in order to do that, I have to be very disciplined in my finances, disciplined in the places that I go, the people that I'm around, the conversations that I'm having, the conversations that I'm listening to, what I'm watching, what I'm allowing to come into my space, into my energy, into my mind, what I'm reading. So I just want to invest more time into that, because I know that there is a bigger purpose for me in this space, and there's so many other bigger goals that I have within my entrepreneurship journey. So I just feel like starting right now, I want to focus on that, because if I do it right now in this season, within the next season and once after that, I'm going to be so happy that I committed to myself, especially committed to my business, because it's something that I should have done a while back. But it's a part of the journey. You live and you learn, and I'm not starting from scratch, I'm starting from experience. So starting from experience in summer of self. So we're going to jump into the eyeshadow now. So I haven't done my foundation or anything yet. I'm going to do the shadow and stuff first, just in case I need to clean up. So we're going to be using this Morphe palette right here. It's so pretty. The colors are very nice. I actually got this a few months ago. So this is how it looked. The colors are super pretty. And then we're going to use the Zulu by Juvia's Place, which is this one. I've also had this one for a little bit. The colors are also very gorgeous. Definitely like a go-to summer palette. And it's very inexpensive as well. I got this one from TJMaxx, looked up. Got this from Juvia's Place, I think Ulta, a little while ago. So I'm going to be using both of these for my eyeshadow. And specifically, we're going to be using these colors at the top, like this yellow right here. And I want to use this pink down here. I think I may just keep it yellow and use the orange and like the brown just to deepen up like in my crease. Same for the Zulu by Juvia's. It has a yellow color. I feel like it's very similar to this palette, but a little brighter. So this yellow and then the orange, probably literally like this whole top area, and then there's a pink at the bottom. So I'm just going to be mixing up the colors and just see what it comes out to be. I have no I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. So on number 2 of Summer of Self, that's going to help me stay committed to these goals, is not going out anymore. Okay, listen, I've gotten old though. Like, these late 20s really kick my butt. So before I get to going into that, I do have this like yellow glitter as well. I think I'm going to add this. I'm not sure. I don't really have a glue to put it on. I don't really want to glue. I just want to like put it on top and have like a sparkle to it. But we'll see how that comes out. So like we were saying, your girl is not going out anymore. What was I saying? Oh, I'm getting old. So late 20s, yeah, I'm feeling it. Whatever you're supposed to feel in the late 20s, I feel it. 100%. One reason why I don't really want to go out anymore, because like I said, I'm getting old and I can't hang. I just cannot hang. Like, I go out and I be so tired. Like, I don't know what's up with this new generation of like going out at 12 a.m. and then being in the club until like 4 a.m. Like, that was all cool and dandy back in like my college days and a little bit after college, but now I be tired. I feel like when I'm out super late, like I can't get up the next day and be productive. Like, how can you? It's so tiring. So like when I would go out, I would just be like having so much fun, and like once I'm having fun, I'm having fun. Like, no need to be a party pooper. Like, if it's a vibe, it's a vibe. I'm going to want to stay until 4 o'clock. Doesn't mean you have to, but most of the time I would stay until 4 a.m. So I would wake up the next day and just feel so drained and just hung over sometimes, and I just felt like I couldn't be productive. Like, and it would take me like 2 to 3 business days to recover, and I just felt like I was wasting so much of my time just not doing anything, because I felt like my body just never recovered after that long weekend. And then Friday, Saturday come around and I do the same thing. Like, so it's just a repetitive cycle that I realized that it was fun for the moment, you know, but when you have priorities and you feel like going out or just overindulging makes you not be functional the next day, it's like, okay, something has to give. And another thing is, I'm that girl, I'm that friend that's like, when we out, we gonna have a good time. Like, when I'm doing stuff, when I'm doing activities, when I'm out of town, I'm not trying to budget. Yes, you should budget, and I am budgeting for things that I do plan to do, the small stuff that I plan to do this summer, but I still want to go out and have a good time. So between me and my friends, nobody has self-control. We would be like, okay, you want to get this? Oh, let's go eat this. Let's go do that. No one just says like, okay, wait, stop, y'all. We've spent too much money. Let's call it a night and leave it alone. Like, no, I'll wake up the next day and be like, what did I do? What did I buy last night? Like, where did all my money go in literally 4 hours? Like, no, ma'am, can't be doing that. So I just feel like going out was just eating up my money. And then like, I like to eat. I'm going to eat. One thing I'm going to do is eat. And when I go out, I'm going to eat twice. I'm gonna eat before we go out and after. So it's just like spending my money by going out was just not worth it. So I was just like, okay, I just don't have to go out, go to like clubs and lounges and even like activities and stuff. Like, I don't mind doing activities like pottery and going to the golf course, just going to brunch, like a chill brunch. Like, all that stuff is also very nice, but the cost adds up. And if I have like financial goals, sometimes I just can't always go out and have like a super hyped up fun. Like, there's nothing wrong to just enjoy yourself, let loose a little bit, but I just feel like it's time for me to save more money by taking that away. And I'm gonna go in with this brown right here just to add some definition into the corners of my eye, and I'm going to continue to blend it out with like the yellow. So I'm just taking that yellow again and adding like a halo at the top and just kind of blending it out to make it a little bit more like a pop of color, because like I said, this yellow is very like light, and I think yellow is just light anyway, right? So just building up the color so that way it shows, and I feel like you can see it nicely on camera as well. Okay, so now we have to add the glitter. We gotta add the glitter. I feel like it's gonna give it some spunk. So just have it some in the top. So I'm gonna just take the flat brush and just dab it on the eye. Subtle, just glitter. Add it on there. You can't really see it. The camera probably not picking up, but it's on there. So I'm gonna put some foundation on. I'm going with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation in Neutral 12.5. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one. I love this. I've been using it for a really long time now. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it on my wrists. And then take my flat brush and just move my hair some more. Flat brush and then. And while we're blending in foundation, we can talk about point number 3 that's just going to help me stay committed to my summer of self. Point number 3 is saving my money. Kind of like a sub bullet of number 2, but it is its own thing. It's just saving my money. Like, I was great at saving. Like, I used to save thousands upon thousands that I was even shocked about, because I didn't even think I could save that much money. And I used to save so much, and now it's just like it becomes so difficult to save money or just invest your money into the right things, put it in the right places, actually see it grow. And I just feel like I'm not seeing that. So I do want to save more money. I have some other goals that I won't really talk about right now, but there's some things that I want to do that involves me just saving my money, paying down some of my debt. I do have like student loans, a few credit cards, and I do have a car. So it's like I have a little bit of debt, not like a big super amount, but still I want to pay a lot of that off before I make the choice to do something else with my money that I really want to do. But in the meantime, I just feel like I can save, so that way I have some type of money to help me with this big goal that I have. So I'm going to go in with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm just going to spray my foundation so that way it sets. And then I'm going to use my trusty Dusty. So next we're going to go ahead and put on some concealer. This is the Born This Way in Warm Sand Too Faced. So we're going to put this on and let it sit for a little bit. So I feel like saving money is super explanatory. Did I say that right? Saving money is, you know what it means that when I say I'm trying to save some money, child. And I feel like the first two things that I mentioned, just like focusing on my business and my brand, like I want to have more money to invest into my business and my brand. Like, you got to spend money to make money, and that's something that I've learned in business, and I've never been afraid to spend a little check to invest into it and see it come back 10 times more. Sometimes it don't go back at all, but you got to be willing to do that in your business. But with point two of just like not going out and spending like excessive money that I don't need to spend on being out at the club and lounges and stuff, like I can save money by not doing those things. Yes, there's nothing wrong with a good like happy hour every once in a while, a good brunch with like friends and stuff, but just going out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, things like that, I can't be doing stuff like that. So while we got the concealer set, I'm going to be using my cream bronzer, my Fenty Beauty cream bronzer, if I can get it open. So that brings me to point number 4. So point number 4, to help me be committed to my summer of self. I love how I'm remembering this. I may look at this video back and be like, what was I talking about? What was I saying? Where's the brush? Come on. So like I was saying, point to number 4 is health. That should have been easy to know, right? Maybe not. Now everybody's committed on bettering their health, or they don't think that their health is bad, so they don't need to do anything to fix it. So when I say health, I mean like going back to the gym and just my eating habits, what I'm eating, when I'm eating, things like that. I feel like your health is your wealth, as they say, and I just need to be better about the food that I'm consuming and how I'm working out and getting my body movement every single day. COVID outbreak happened. I think a lot of us just started bad habits or lost good habits just from being at home. So yeah, I was going to the gym like 2 or 3 times a week. I stopped going because of COVID, and I haven't been back since. Even when I was home, I wasn't like doing any type of exercises to help me just kind of stay fit and just keep my body moving. And I have a natural fit body. Like I have a very fast metabolism, so I don't think there's anything wrong with like just like my health. Like I feel like I take pretty good care of myself, but I feel like there's so much more that I can do to just invest into my body, which is my temple. Whether what I put on it on the outside or what I put in it on the inside, and they're both super important. And the type of food that you eat, the way that you move your body around during the day also plays a part into how much energy that you have to do certain things. So I am getting better about certain foods that I eat. Don't side eye me, but I'm trying to stop eating chicken like altogether. I had a super bad experience with chicken like earlier this year, and I was like, you know what, that's it, I'm done with it. It's not my first time getting like sick off of eating chicken. Chicken is just easy. You can bake it, you can fry it, you can add it in pasta, you can put it on the grill, you can wing it, breast it, thigh it, like so many options. But it's a no for me. So I'm really trying to take chicken out of my diet. So I got these new triangle powder puffs. Is that what you call them? On Amazon. Will be linked down below. So I'm going to try these out. Hopefully it comes out right and I do it right. If not, I'm just going to stick to how I normally do it. But I'm really struggling to get this open right now. I don't have anything to like see. I definitely just want to do better with my eating habits. And your concealer set is just like the best thing. It makes it look so perfect. So we gotta take a break from the summer self conversation real quick, because we're about to get into what I feel like the star of this show is for this video, which I'm really excited to use. One of the two. I feel like there's 2 stars of the show. Maybe 3. It may be 3. It may be 3. But one of them we're about to feature right now. So let's pause on the conversation and get into this powder babe. So we're gonna go in with the One Size Ultra Pink loose powder. I'm so excited to use this. I have the translucent powder, the travel size, and I really like the consistency of the powder. It's very like soft and buttery. So I thought about it and I went to go get the translucent powder in the One Size. So I'm gonna use this to set wherever I put my other concealer and only use this one under my eyes. Look how big of a difference that is. Like, this is the travel one and then this is the regular size. So you get a lot for what you pay for. I think it was like 30 something. I'll link this on my website if you're interested in checking out this powder and buying it. This one is like ultra like pink, like it's pink. Okay, so I finally got the plastic off. It doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have a smell, but I had like a sweet, something sweet undertone. I don't know. Okay, that may just be how all the one size smell. I never really smelled this before. It's very faint, but it's like a sweet scent, not fruity sweet. Let me just put a little bit in the top, and I'm gonna just take the powder now, powder puff, dip it in there. This is what the pink is looking like. I'm gonna just put it underneath. Let me stop smiling. You're gonna mess it up, Paige. Stop giggling, girl. Lost for words. Lost for words. Oh, so I do see it's a very light tint. I thought it was going to be like super pink. Also, it's a powder, so like I don't know how much pink I was thinking to see. I will say I really like the powder, but I like the translucent one anyway. It's very similar. It's very just like delicate, very soft. That's real cute. So now I'm gonna go in with the translucent in one side, just because we're using one side, and just set the rest of my face where I put concealer. Same, yes, very soft and very delicate. I just literally said a whole bunch of stuff about my number 4 Summer of Self, and I wasn't even recording. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I just put my bronzer on and it looks super pretty. Like, it just looks so good, very seamless. And saying for number 4 Summer of Self is health. Like, I just want to go to the gym, make sure I'm going to the gym 2 to 3 times a week. I also want to incorporate just like stretching and yoga, meditation, more prayer. And I think it's just super helpful in just like stretching and getting your body just moving. You don't always have to be lifting weights or running, doing cardio, things like that to get your body moving. So definitely want to incorporate just working out and moving my body more. I think that's like super important. And also, like I said, just watching what I eat and what I consume. I really want to gain some weight. I'm like 120 right now and I want to get to like 135. So I got to make sure that I'm eating at least 3 to 5 meals, some snacks if I want to like increase my calories, right? Like some days I go hours without eating, which is not good at all. So I just want to make sure that I'm eating healthy meals. I cook a lot and I've been cooking a lot, just eating at home. And then something else just health related is taking care of just my outside appearance as well. Like, of course I wear wigs, love me a good wig, but making sure that my natural hair is taken care of. It's growing so much. My natural hair is doing amazing, probably the best it's ever done in a really long time. But it just looks really good. So making sure that I'm taking care of my hair underneath, making sure that I'm taking care of my skin. I do not wear makeup every day. I haven't worn makeup every day ever in my life. I just wear occasionally, like weekends or when I'm doing something, going to an event. But just making sure I'm taking care of my skin. And a part of that is making sure that I'm drinking a lot of water. I drink at least 1 to 2 of these a day. This is about 5. This is equivalent to 5 cups. So I'll drink like 1.5 of these a day. So it's super big. It may not look that big on camera, but it is 40 ounces. So they said 8 cups a day. This is 5. So if I do like this and a half, it's like 7-ish, I guess. But and just lastly, just making sure I'm taking care of my skin. I don't really use too many products to take care of my skin, like cleansing and stuff, like my shower routine. I like to keep it kind of simple, but just making sure that I'm investing into products that help with like even skin. That's something I really want to do, is like even my skin out. So making sure I just find products that work on those like imperfections that I feel like I have on my skin. You know, as a woman, we want to be seamless. Like, our bodies won't be perfect, ever perfect, I guess you can say, but I just want my skin to just be all one color. I'm like different shades of brown, which like, okay, but like, why can't it just be all one colored brown? So that's what I want to like work on and focus on for my body, and just make sure that, you know, I'm just comfortable in my own skin, which I am right now. Like, I have no problem with being the size that I am or what my skin looks like. But if I can fix it, or if I can find some products that help with it, then I will. But if it never changes, I still love me for who I am now. So next we're going to go in with some face powders to blend everything all together. So this is the Too Faced in Chai. It's panning, but it's going to do the job. And then we have the Sephora powder in Toffee Peach. And I like this one that it really blends everything out and just adds, like, I don't know, it's kind of lighter than this one, but mixing them together, it just gives me that look that I be looking for. Next, we're going to go in with this Inglot eyeliner. This eyeliner, I've heard about this brand like years and years ago. There is a YouTuber that I used to watch so long ago. Her name is It's My Ray Ray. Shout out to her. Like, it's my Ray Ray. That was my girl. So she had used the black one like a long time ago, and she influenced me to buy it. I bought the Inglot like years and years ago. I like lost it or something like that, and haven't seen it since I lost it, and never just got a new one. So I really loved it. Like, it was super creamy, very pigmented. So when I saw this one, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. So I'm gonna use this to do a like wing liner. I don't even know if I can fix this. I don't know how it's coming up on camera, but so I put the Inglot on, and it's not bad. It's very pigmented, but when I put it on my eyeshadow, it started to like mix and run. I thought it was gonna go on like a black, because I did put like the yellow on top of the white, and it looks really cute. But I just think that we're gonna have to practice with it a little bit more. But I still highly recommend this brand if you get it in black. The black eats down. So next we're gonna go in with my Sephora blush in Hey Jealousy. So this is like my favorite blush ever. We're gonna just blend that out up into the temple. So now we're gonna go ahead and add some mascara. So these are the lashes that I'm gonna put on. I got these from Amazon, of course, linked on my Amazon storefront. Okay, now my lashes are on, and then we're going to go in and do some black liner at the bottom. And also, I think I'm going to add a little bit of yellow just at the bottom, and then also put on my mascara and my bottom lash. So another product that I'm excited about, when I said it was like a few products that I'm excited about for this video, one was the powder, and this other one is the Haus Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powder in the color Fire Opal. And this color is like so stinking pretty. It's like so gorgeous. I swatched it in Sephora and I was like, oh, I'm getting this. Dust it on there and then put it on my... This is so pretty on your skin. It'll be pretty on your body, like on your collarbone. I'm not even gonna give it too much, okay? So before we get into number 5 of what I need to be consistent with and committed with for my summer of self, we need to set my entire face before we do the lip. So I'm going to go in with my One Size setting spray, and I'm going to mix it again with the Charlotte Tilbury. So we're going to do both of these together. So last on our list of the 5 things that I want to stay committed to and consistent with for my summer of self is making a schedule, making a plan, and sticking to it. That is so important for me because I'm the type of person, like, I'm a journaler. I like to write out stuff, but a lot of the times when I like write out the things that I want to accomplish in my life or just goals that I have, I always look at the bigger picture and nothing else. Like, I feel like it's good to have big goals. You should have big goals and big aspirations in this lifetime, but you have to know that you can't just go from A to Z overnight. Like, you have to go from A to Z and think about all the alphabets in between before you get to the end point. And I just be trying to jump. I be trying to skip steps, and then when I don't get to Z and get to that big picture item, I feel like it's not for me, or I'm incapable, or it'll never happen. And it's like, it can happen. I just have to take that big goal and break it down into little pieces. And I feel like the way that I'm going to be able to do that is to just create a schedule and a plan and actually stick to it. So I do have a like scheduler planner, like a booklet that I use, and I have been using it this year, and I actually used it within like the past 2 weeks more consistently, and it's been super helpful in helping me just get to a bigger goal. But I just feel like creating a schedule and creating a plan will help me stick to those goals without feeling like I can accomplish something. But that's because it's nothing wrong with thinking big, but you're thinking too fast, girl. Like, slow down. So I definitely want to just create a schedule and stick to it. Make sure I'm implementing self-care time and work time. I do still have a 9-to-5, so it's like I have to make sure I implement the work that I'm putting for my 9-to-5. Like, I scheduled out, okay, I'm going to work my 9-to-5 from this hour to this hours. During my lunch break, I'm going to start working on business. That I'm going to edit a video, edit a TikTok, and then if I don't have a meeting, then from 2 to 3, I'm going to also edit a video and respond to some emails or find some new pieces that I want to include in my like fashion outfit videos, or even like makeup videos, like actually doing something towards my business throughout the day and not just wait until the end of the day sometimes. Because let's be honest, if you're working a 9-to-5, you're drained of all your energy sometimes at the end of the day. I don't care what nobody say, like I would be drained and just done with all my energy. So it was hard for me to put my energy into my business because I had used all my creativity and all the energy that I had for my 9-to-5. So it's like I'm just working on better scheduling out and planning my day and being able to balance having so many passions and being able to implement them throughout the week and not just trying to cram everything into one day. Just breaking down your goals. So scheduling out my goals is definitely big on my list. Even though it's number 5, it's still very important to me because I get overwhelmed when I create a list of 10 things when it's okay to only do 3 to 5 things. And getting stuff done every single day is good, but if you don't get something crossed off your list, then that's okay too, because guess what, you have tomorrow to still do it, and that is okay. Like, you don't always get everything checked off of your list, and I had to learn that that was okay, and that I wasn't a failure or that I couldn't do something or make something possible in my life just because I didn't do it in that one day. So that's my 5th things that I want to commit to for my summer of self. And there's so many other things that I want to make sure that I do and implement, but those are just like the 5 things where I'm like, I want to implement this and build the habit of those things to continuously do, because I feel like they're going to be so important for just like my future career and just in my life in general. So, but taking out the 5 that I feel like I can work on now and implement now and build the habit now is going to help me just kind of stick to it and create the discipline to build new habits and to implement new things and new changes to my life and help my body and just my brain get used to those changes. Now I'm about to get into the lip. It's a lip that I saw on TikTok. So it's just like a combination of different types of pink. So I'm going to be using all of these to hopefully make whatever that TikTok was. I can't even remember, but it's probably not going to come out how I think it is or like the TikTok, because I can't remember what they did first. And I just can't use my phone right now to look up the TikTok again. So we'll just see what happens. So first we have to use this lip paint. So you're supposed to put this like in the middle. I have little lips, so I gotta really finesse this here. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Butter Gloss, and I'm gonna put this like around this perimeter part. I think that's what they did. I can't remember. And then I think what they did was add the liner around the perimeter. So I don't think I need that nude. Okay, and then I'm going to tone it down a little bit. I feel like this is super duper light, so I'm going to just take some of this and put it in the middle. And then I'm going to take the gloss and put it all over, because that's what they did. And I don't know how. It's real bright. It's supposed to be that bright, or you know, I'm over it. I'm over it. How it looks is just gonna be how it looks, okay? This is how the lip came out. I don't think this is how it's supposed to look, but we're gonna have to roll with it. We're gonna roll with it today. So I'm gonna just fix my hair real quick and show y'all the final look, because okay, yeah, so I changed my lip. I used my Fenty gloss, and I still use the brown Super Stay by Maybelline. I feel so much more comfortable with my makeup right now. It still looks so good. Even though the eyeshadow gave me issues, I feel like it still came out so really pretty. So I love the makeup. I love everything and how it's laying. It just looks so seamless and so beautiful. If you're interested in any of the products that I use today, I will link them down in the description box or put them on my website. Everything is going to always be linked so that you can check them out, hun. I will never gatekeep and keep it away from you at all, period. I hope you guys loved our summer of self conversation. I hope that it inspires you to think of a theme for your summer, or think of a theme for the rest of your year that pushes you to be more dedicated and more just committed to yourself and what makes you happy, what makes you want to grow in this lifetime, because we have a long life to live, God willing, and you deserve to live that life happily, freely, and doing what you want to do and doing what God has in store for you. So I hope that that was inspiration for you to just get up on your feet and focus on yourself. Give yourself some love today if you are worthy of all this life has to offer. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. When that will be, I don't know, but based on these goals, based on these summer self goals and commitments, 1, we have to focus on our brand and our business, and then 5, we have to create a schedule to break down those goals and get it done. So we're going to try to do weekly. Let's see what happens, or at least bi-weekly. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.